Okay, so as I said, our brag tag program is definitely constantly evolving and changing and growing and it's wonderful. But one of my most intelligent friends and colleagues had an idea that I will not take credit for, but she said, Miss Curry, you need to do a design your own brag tag contest. I was like, you're a genius. I think you're exactly right. So I just sat down this morning and kind of sketched out what I would do. And so I am starting a contest on Monday. I am providing every student with an outline of a brag tag, and we're going to work by grade levels. The grade levels are going to design a brag tag that exemplifies their particular grade level. So when the contest is over, we will have a kindergarten brag tag, a first, second, third, fourth, and fifth grade brag tag. And I expect them to look very different, but I will order enough for every student in that grade level to get that brag tag. And I hope that's something the school maybe continues to do. And so can you imagine by the time they're in fifth grade and they have their kindergarten brag tag all the way through fifth grade, I think it would be fabulous. And again, it's under a quarter. It's wonderful. Another thing that I've learned with working with these wonderful brag tags this year is, what do the students do with the brag tag when they leave the library? Are they going to toss them in their backpack? Are they going to lose them? Are they going to stick them in their desk, in their pocket? What's happening when they leave here? Of course, they want to keep them. So at first, when I first started buying brag tags, I bought the small 4-inch chains. And I love the 4-inch chains for me personally, but with the students, I soon realized even my older kids had a hard time with the clasp. They couldn't get the little ball and the little slot, and I thought, oh boy, if I send these back with these students, the teachers are going to not appreciate that they're going to be the ones that are doing these brag tags every day and opening these chains and closing these chains. So I noticed that the School Life Company had the steel cables. And so I just went ahead and bought a couple hundred steel cables. And when any student in my school gets their first brag tag, they get a steel cable. And the steel cables are wonderful. They have a real easy little screwing kind of a tight little clasp. And they go right on their backpacks. And they're easy to undo, add more brag tags, and stick right back on there. Those have been the best. But then some of them want the necklaces, the chain necklaces, the 24-inch ones. So what I've done is I bought 50 of each, 50 cables, 50 4-inch chains, and 50 24-inch chains, and they are on sale in the school store for $1. And it meets everyone's needs.
Okay, so what are some of the things that you have that are flexible with the program, and what are some things that you have that are set in stone?
Okay, now set in stone are the qualifications to earn a brag tag, because I feel like students, they have a sense of security when they know exactly what's going to be expected of them, and it's not a waffling, wavering kind of an issue. So when I first talked about brag tags with any student, I said an 80% or better on the AR quiz. I absolutely have to have an 80% or better. Otherwise, it is not a grade worth bragging about. And these are brag tags. So 80% or better, that I've never wavered. The next thing with the series brag tags is the number of books they have to read to earn the brag tag. I put a lot of time and thought into the number of books they would have to read in a series. With the easy little picture books, like kindergarten, first grade level picture books, I require them to read 10. And a lot of them read 2 a day and get that done in a week. Some of them it takes a little longer. When the other thing is that they need to come up here and let us verify it with their AR record, and that's it. And they get 1 brag tag per series. They can't read 30 books and that require 10 each and get 3 brag tags. So once they've earned the brag tag for that one, it's signed off, and they won't get another one exactly like that. Now, saying all that, I do try to have some flexibility, because of course it's all about choice. And that's the biggest buy-in, is that the students are choosing which books they're reading. And of course they do have to be on their grade level or their AR reading level, the books that they choose, because that's how we grow as a reader. They're at that level for a reason. And I talk to them all year about wherever you are right now, you're going to grow. You're going to grow. And I love the analogy that, well, girls will understand this. Like, yes, you want those spike tail shoes that are glittery straps, but you're not there yet. You're in second grade, but one day you'll get there, and then those shoes will fit you perfectly. But for right now, you haven't grown into those yet. And so we talk about how important it is to grow as a reader, to stay within your level. So I do insist that they stay within their level, and of course that's backing up the teachers, because that's what they do in the classroom. But I do try to be flexible about the books they choose. They can pick whatever they want to read. If they read one or two in a series and decide, I don't think that's for me, they can switch. They're not locked in. They don't have to finish 10 Elephant and Piggy books. They can switch to Dr. Seuss or Clifford or whatever else they might think they might be interested in. And the other thing that I'm flexible about is the brag tags that I offer. I love to take suggestions. I just ordered 2 new brag tag book covers yesterday because I had a student say, Miss Curry, why don't we have a Star Wars brag tag? And I said, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. We have over 300 Star Wars books in this library. We will have a Star Wars brag tag next week. So I added it. Then I had about probably several children ask me why we didn't have a Bad Kitty brag tag. I was like, oh, Bad Kitty. I mean, I love Bad Kitty, but really? So, but then I finally said, you know what? Yes, we will get a Bad Kitty brag tag because they come in chapter books and picture books, and they are highly popular books. So I try to be flexible, not too judgmental about the quality of literature. And the kids really respond to that because they know I care, and they know that the reason that I do this program is to help them grow as a reader. So I try to be flexible in those ways.